Okay, I'm going to cover several things here. I'm going to start off with Laura. Nigella for me is her YouTube channel, and I know you're not referring to me when you talk about content creators that are mean and nasty. That's not who I am. Now I have provided constructive criticism for one or two of the creators in hopes that it will help them a little bit. You know, something that will change your content a little bit, so it'll be a little bit more. It include more than one just subject. I think you know what I'm talking about there. And you talk about Joe Smo. Now, I never voted for Joe Smo, but as I remember, he was when he was in Congress, he'd approved some weird bill that I didn't particularly care for. You said the country's in trouble. You're going to have to expand upon that. You're going to have to say exactly what you mean, because that's not the impression I get. I don't, like I said, you're entitled to your opinion, on your YouTube channel. Hey, chick, it's your channel. You can talk about whatever you damn well please. It's your channel. I would stay away from politics. Now, for me, I've covered, my being spiritual, quite a number of times here. That is truly what I believe. That is truly what I believe. And I hope, I'm pretty sure you probably watched my video when I talked about NDEs. Now, watch a few NDE videos. I think you'll find them as fascinating as I do. I find NDE, the videos, where people talk about their NDE, their near-death experience, some of the most fascinating, some of the most interesting. And even if you want to say, nobody has come back from death, that's your right to say and feel that way. But I think you're wrong on that. I still like you. I think you're a nice person, but I think you're wrong on that. I think people have come back from the dead with their interpretation of what they experienced. Now, all our brains work a little bit different. Our life experience is all a little bit different. So, even in the afterlife, we're going to have a little bit different experience, kind of based upon our beliefs, what our life was like, our life experiences, stuff like that. Everybody has a slightly different take on an NDE. Let's see, what else have I got? A late night talk show host. Now, there was two fired, Jimmy Kimmel and another, I'm trying to think of his name. They were fired from the network positions. Now, well, first off, it's a violation of free speech. Of course, they have to be within the guidelines of the network, and I think they're really stretching. But I hope the networks realize they probably lost a lot of people that watch their commercials. Because these guys have social media platforms. They're going to continue making money. I would be surprised if they weren't on YouTube and making lots of money off of YouTube. The networks just lost a lot of revenue from commercials. By firing these guys. I hope the networks realize that. The same people that watch them on the different over-there TV channels are going to be watching them on their social media platform, and YouTube will be getting the ad revenue from them instead of the major networks. I hope the TV networks realize that. Let's see. Let me get back to my list here, because sometimes I like to make a list. John Holmes. He was a porn star back in the 70s. Us boomers, knew who he was. Now, there's a number of YouTube, documentaries explaining his life. Where he was born. He made quite a few movies. I think he made some that were, that were not porn videos, that were just straight out. But then he got into bad drugs. The story is he ended up murdering him and some other people. Ended up murdering some people, or they made that allegedly. And then he contracted AIDS and died from AIDS. And there's some pictures of him, in the last days, and he looks awful. He just looks horrible. That was back in the early days of AIDS, before they can not cure it, but they can manage it. Let's see, next one. I need more subscribers. Yeah, I'd really appreciate more subscribers. If you watch my videos, say subscribe. I'd at least want to get to 500 videos so I can get that hype feature, and maybe I can grow my channel from there. Let's see. Alamar. You can't go anywhere. And I've got a video earlier today. I should have labeled Alamar Park, but I just didn't. I wonder how many people that that frequent that park realize that that straight EMF is all over the place. I'm sure they see those high voltage lines. I picked up not today, but a couple of months ago. When I first got that ghost meter, my EMF meter, I actually walked through the dog runs over there. That's quite a ways away, and you can still pick up pretty decent EMF signal from those lines. Now, one of the reasons I got that, now somebody had commented, I went through there maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. I made a video, and somebody commented on one of my videos. Hey, what's at school. They wouldn't send their kids to that school because of those lines. Sometimes I'm just kind of wander around over there, what's my meter, and see what type of fields I get over to school, because that would be interesting. Of course, that I might get some backlash from from the school officials or from the government or something if I do that. So I got to be kind of discreet about it. Let's see. The AFD song. Well, it's really a cool song. I downloaded it. I'm gonna play a minute of it. It's probably copywritten, so I'll probably get a copyright strike. But I'm not monetized anyway. But it's interesting that it's half in English and half in German. That really surprised me. I'm sure there's people that it's AI. It's an AI video because it's the AFD is Alternative for Deutschland. Well, I can't say, but anyway. They're an extremely hardcore far right group. They're about 20% of their voting population. They're fairly new. They've only been around for a few years, and it really surprised me. They've got that many backers. They've got quite a substantial number of members in their Bundestag. Bundestag is like their Bundestag is their government. They're like the president and Congress, stuff like that. That's the Bundestag. Let's see. Let me get the last one here. Let's see. Okay, the last one I'm going to cover. The memorial service for Charlie Kirk. They're having it here. He lived here in the valley. He's got that turning point. He's got the businesses in Phoenix. I guess his wife is going to continue running it, but they're going to have the services at State Farm. That's in Glendale. That's like about 99th Avenue and Glendale Road. That's where the Arizona Cardinals play. Play their football games. It's free. What Trump is going to speak, Vance is going to speak, a number of top dignitaries are going to speak. I guess I'm sure Erica Kirk will speak, and you can be assured that security will be extremely tight. I said it is free, but I'm sure they're going to do pat down searches and everybody that goes in there. They're going to make there's a clear bag policy. There's a lot of stuff that they won't let you. They've been announcing this for the past several days. The requirements to go in there. I'll probably just watch it. I think they're going to broadcast it here on YouTube. I think Fox 10 Phoenix is going to have it live. The service starts like 11 o'clock or something. So if you figure 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, whatever that is in your time zone, and you want to go to Fox 10's YouTube page and watch it, you can. Let's see. I think I've covered everything here. Joe Smo, John Holmes, more subscribers. Hey, subscribe to my channel, even if you don't like me. Subscribe. Hey, and Laura, watch some NDE videos, some near-death experience videos, and I think you'll change your mind. Now, if you want to subscribe to my channel, I would really, really love it. If you want to comment on my videos, I'd really love it. I know you wouldn't say anything mean and nasty, but if you want to give me constructive criticism, I'd be up for it. If I was in Albuquerque, I'd look you up. We wouldn't be doing videos from that couch. You and me would be, walking down a neighborhood, just sightseeing, or I'd love to, get up in the Rockies and, and hike. Maybe you could just sit down at a park bench and watch me hike the Rockies or something. Maybe a video of me going up the Rockies. I'd love to get in the Rockies. The regular state or local parks that allow you to hike. They have the established trails. Not hiking off some random spot that we're not supposed to be. That's what I'm talking about. When I go hiking, now I have. It's been a long time, but I used to go to Tonopah. That's about 50 miles west of here. I used to hike it. That's just open desert. That's long before. I don't think YouTube was even around then. Last time I went to Tonopah. Anyway, love y'all. Let's keep life interesting. Das Leben ist ein Abenteuer and c'est la vie. Auf Wiedersehen.